Okay, so like I said, today we're going to be solving proportions. And a proportion is an equation stating two ratios are equal. All right, an example would be A over B is equal to C over D. One fraction equal to another fraction. That's called a proportion. In a proportion, let's word this, they call it cross products are equal. Cross products are equal. And really what they mean is crisscross products are equal. Okay? What they mean is that A times D is equal to B times C. In a proportion, crisscross products, A times D is equal to B times C, meaning whatever is in those locations, the product of a numerator and a denominator is going to be equal to the product of a denominator times a numerator. Every time. So if you're asked to solve a proportion, and we get 4 over 3 equals 8 over x. All right, just crisscross multiply. And it doesn't matter what order you go in. I'm going to multiply the 4 times the x first. So we get 4x is equal to 3 times 8, which is 24. And then we divide both sides by 4. And our x is equal to 6. And it's that simple. To solve a proportion, you just crisscross multiply. 7 over 8 equals m over 12. I like the variable on the left, so I'm going to do the 8 times m first. I get 8m equal to 7 times 12. That's 84. Divide both sides by 8. And m is equal to, it's like 10.5. All right, and then the second type of proportion that you'll see today will look like b minus 8 over 5 equal to b plus 3 over 4. All right, so again, the order doesn't matter. So I'm going to take the 4 times the b minus 8 first. So 4 times b minus 8. And it's going to be equal to the 5 times the b plus 3. So you're kind of taking it out of proportion form and you're just setting it up into a equation with variables on both sides. So now you've got distributive property twice. So on the left-hand side, we're going to have 4b minus 32 equal to 5b plus 15. Subtract 4b from each side. This negative 32 comes down, and we're left with a b plus 15. And then subtract 15 from each side. Negative 32 minus 15 would be negative 47, and that's equal to b. And then one more example, we got n over 5. Let's look at n over 5. And n over 5 is equal to 2n plus 4 over 6. So again, we're going to crisscross multiply. So the n times the 6 is 6n equal to the 5 times 2n plus 4. The 6n falls down, and we're going to distribute this 5 on the right-hand side. So 5 times 2n is 10n. 5 times 4 is 20. All right, so be careful here. If you normally move the smaller variable, be real careful. In this case, I would move this 10n. So subtract 10n from each side. 6n minus 10n, that's negative 4n, equal to the 20 comes down. And then divide both sides by the negative 4. The 4's cancel, and we get an n that's equal to negative 5. All right, so short day today, short lesson. Anybody have any questions on any of that? All right, then your practice for today is going to be on page 127. On page 127, let's do 22 through 29. All right, as a reminder, check Alex for electronic assignments each day. And whenever you can, get in that Alex app and learn your 10 topics per week. That will give you a 100% quiz score each week to go along with the quiz that you take in class. Focus for the electronic assignment, Alex for the topics learned.